everybody. Today I am going to be walking you guys through the new 2026 Notion planner. It has a little bit of everything that you need with goals, to-do lists, notebooks, cleaning trackers, workout journals, habit trackers, and all kinds of lists. But the homepage is laid out to have all of the core things that you need, so you can just check that every day and you don't have to filter through the whole template to find your plans. I just wanted to put a little bit of everything in there for you guys, but keep it very simple and very easy to use. But I know a lot of you guys are pro Notion users, so I actually rebranded last year's Notion planner as the Productivity Notion planner, and it's a planner that goes way more in depth into databases and different Notion features, and it's really meant for tracking tasks and goals, and it's very good if you are super type A. But if you want something like a little bit more simple, minimalist, and easy to use, then I recommend this Notion Life Planner because it's more of a lifestyle planner, whereas the other one is really more of a productivity task planner. And yeah, I just wanted to distinguish those two because they are both going to be on my website. All right, so starting off, this is your homepage. And here you can change the cover. I have a bunch of different covers that I actually created in Canva as a template. So in your guide, you will get a link to Canva. You can get a free account and just sign up, and you can edit all of these to be whatever you want. So I have different collage backgrounds that you can choose. They're already pre-made, or you can put in your own photos. I have different ones for the monthly pages with different color backgrounds. I have some patterns and also some of these monthly backgrounds as well. So you can edit your cover, of course. You can come here and edit your emoji, whether you want an icon, you can upload a GIF. And then here I have a little widget of a flip clock, but I also have a little Polaroid template also in Canva. So you can insert your photo in here, and then all you'll do is come to this, hit the three dots, hit replace, hit upload, and then you can just upload your own Polaroid picture to your planner, which I just thought was so cute because then that way you have your little, it just like makes your Notion a little bit more personalized. Then here you have all of your current projects. So these are the main things that you're working on. And really what I wanted this homepage to be is everything that you need all on one page on your homepage. So that way you don't lose track of your planner, you don't forget about things, and everything is just right there in front of you. So a quick overview is you have your current projects, you have your quick links here, and then when you scroll down, you have your notebooks, and I created little custom notebook covers for these, which I just thought it made it look analog and cute, but of course Notion is super customizable, so if you're not a fan of these, you can change them out. You'll just do that by changing the photo here. And then you can just go in and there's a space where you can add different subsections of your notebook. So this is a daily journal, a book journal, words, and you can change all of these, of course. I just put in different example ones that I think I'm going to be using. And then when you scroll down, this is your planner that you'll check in with. So this has your weekly planner with your weekly to-do list. You have different to-do lists for each day. And then of course you have a snapshot of your monthly plan. You log into your Notion for the day, you can see your main projects, you can open these up and see the different to-dos that you have within each of these. You can journal a little bit or update any of your notebooks that you want. And then you come in and you check in with your weekly plan, you check in with your weekly to-do list, and kind of you can just glance at your month to make your weekly to-do list. And then that way, everything that you need, your core things are all right there in your homepage. And I just thought that it made it easier to stay in tune with your planner. Then so this is kind of like the main part of your planner. And then over here, I have Some other templates. This daily planner is just your classic daily. So you have a little schedule here that you can put in, a time block schedule of your day. Then down here we have our monthly planners. So I absolutely love this page so much. Created these little monthly pages with little thumbnails, and I just love how it turned out. So here you have each of your calendars for the month, and then down here you have your master to-do list. So this is going to show all of your to-dos that you've ever added to your planner, and if you ever check something off, it will go into the completed section, and then you can just see your dates to do. So you can plan ahead for, later in the year. Here you have all of your monthly calendars. So if you just go into January, you'll see you have a space for January goals and your January intentions, and little buttons to add an extra if you want. And then when you scroll down here, you have your monthly plan and your task list, and all of this is filtered by the month, so that way you can see everything that you have due for January. And to add a new item, you'll just click add new, and then you can add a category, personal, and then there it is right there for you. And then you can also move things around like this. And then down here you have a monthly playlist that you can add and a monthly vision board. Now in all of the pages you will see this playlist and this vision board because I needed to put in placeholders for you, but to replace them you'll just hit the replace button, and then here you can put a link to any playlist that you want from either Spotify or Apple Music, and then same thing over here. You just hit replace and you upload your vision board. So this is just a really cute monthly layout. It's very simple, and I kind of tried to mimic my digital planner that I have and just all of the things that you guys love about that and put it into a Notion planner. Yep, so these are your little monthly pages. I just think they're so cute with the wallpaper on the top. All right, then we also have goals. Here you have your goals and vision board. So anytime you have a goal, you can just open it up. You can pick the category that it's in. You can connect this to a notebook. So remember on the homepage, I had different notebooks. You can connect any of your goals to a notebook if you want to. And then you can also connect it to current projects that you have. So I'm going to connect this goal to content creation. To add a photo to your vision board up here, you'll just add a photo to this. And then there's the goal up there, and it's represented in the vision board. And then here is also a place where you can your projects again. This is the same projects as on the homepage. So yeah, I really love that you can connect a goal to a project or to a notebook. It just kind of helps you build out your full ecosystem of what you want, but still keeping it very simple and very minimal. Then we have the habit tracker. This is the same habit tracker as last year because everybody loved it so much. So I just kept it the same. You can just come in here and you can edit these and just hit rename, and you can edit each of the habits to be whatever you want them to be, and it will update automatically every day with a new habit tracker. And then as you check them off, it's just going to fill up that little bar below, which is always just very satisfying. Then I have a cleaning tracker because this is something that I really want to be better at this year. This is all of your cleaning tasks, and you can filter them by the frequency. So whether it's something that you do daily, monthly, weekly, here it's separated. So that way you can go to the tab and see, okay, what do I have to do today? And then you can also put when you last did it and when it's due next. For that, I have a workout tracker. So this is just a simple sheet where you can track your week of workouts and also have a little workout journal as well. And both of these templates are connected. So for example, a 4-mile walk, and then I can track my mood. I was pretty happy about it. And then you can add a photo from your walk. So there you can see, you can like track your week of workouts here and enter it in, fill it out, and then this is what like a full week would look like. So I really like that page. It just makes working out very motivated. And then here you have your routines section. And if you want to add another group, another set of routines, you can just hit new group and then type in whatever you want and build out the template that way. And you can also add photos in here too. So like, you can really get as customized as you want. So yeah, you can go through and add even more images in there to like really expand upon your routine and like have a really good visual representation of, you know, what your ideal day looks like. And then the last template that you have is your lists. So I put in here 5 different lists for you guys. So first we have a bucket list. So you have all of your different lists items here, and then you can just add in a photo, which will populate up here so you can see everything visually. Then you have a wish list, which is just everything that you want to buy. This is really great if you have if you're an impulse buyer, if you come across something that you want on TikTok or Instagram, Pinterest, instead of just impulse purchasing it, you can add it to your wish list. You can also separate this by things that you want to buy new and things that you want to buy secondhand. All right, then we have our reading list. Now, if you are a bibliophile, if you are a book girly, if you love to read, I have a full Notion template that is just designed purely for books, and it goes very detailed, very in-depth. I love that template, and I think the book girlies are sleeping on it. This is like a super simplified version of that. So you have all of your books here, and then you have it separated by your TBR, the books you've completed, and then any books that you have DNF'd, which means do not finish. Then down here, you have a list of all of your books in a list format, so that way you can just kind of easily see everything that you've ever put in this template. And if you want to add a new book, you will just hit new page. You will add in the cover, add in the title, and then you can just enter in all of your information, genre, it'll add it there. And then once you've completed it, you can add it to complete, add your star rating, and then it will move from your TBR to your completed books. And then you can just keep track of everything that you've read, want to read, or that you have DNF. Then you have your travel list. Again, this is very simple, same format as the previous ones. I like having a travel list, places you want to go, and it's just one of those fun things to fill out. And you can also plan your trip within here. If you open this up, you can hit trip plans if you're actually going. And then here you have your whole list, places to go, food to eat, itinerary. All right, and then here you have your grocery list, which has all of your items. So anytime you ever put in an item, it will save here in your items list, and you can mark it as dairy, grains, all of the different categories in the grocery store. Then whenever you mark it as need, then when you head over here to your need list, that will populate of like what you actually need at the grocery store. But here, any item that you ever add will be here, so that way you don't have to keep adding in the same things over and over again. You can just have like an ongoing list of like the items that you've purchased and need, and then once you mark them as need, they will go to this list, and you can just bring that to the store with you and check it off as you go. So that is the 2026 Notion Life Planner. I'm very excited to use this, and I hope you guys are excited too. Let me know what you guys think below, and I will see you guys in the next video.